by you. I'll be your everything, your blue sky. I go to war, fight. Damn right. Even when I've left, I do.
For some reason, which is unknown to me, I have been receiving messages from stepdads who have not fully grasped and do not fully understand the amount of patience one must have in order to find real success within a blended family. And the reason I'm starting this episode today out like this is because, I've just been reading, it's just nonstop messages, or even in a few Facebook groups that I belong to where I go in there just to try to find not just general information. I want to kind of gauge to see where everyone's at. I want to see, what are the consistent problems that are coming up all the time, whether it's a stepmom or stepdad, things that are they show similarities. And I've concluded that patience and the consistency to yourself, the commitment to yourself to keep going, to keep learning, to keep trying to get better, that is the biggest disconnect that I can see when it comes to a lot of stepdads and stepmoms. It is not fully understanding what it really takes in order to find success as a stepdad, as a stepmom, as a parent, as an adult. It is so hard. It is just tough, guys. It really is. I want to always be optimistic. I'm a very optimistic type of person. But I do know one thing. I do know that without goal setting and game plans, without a blueprint, without continuous effort, the consistency to the continuous effort to get better for myself, to get better with my wife and our team, to get better at communicating with the kids. I know that if I am not doing it each and every day, even I find myself down in the slums. I find myself second guessing things. I find myself not panicked, but I find that things that should not bother me. Things that I felt like I had control over, I no longer feel that I've got a full hand on the wheel, because, like I said, it's the lack of consistency. When you're doing things daily, whether it's reading books, writing your goals out, listening to videos, podcasts, if you're listening to my podcast every time that I put one out, the consistency that I'm always talking about is me, us, them. Work on yourself first, then work on you and your partner, then worry about the kids. But the continuous effort to that consistency, meaning writing it down and scheduling out times that you're going to do the reading, scheduling out times that you're going to listen to the videos, making it a part of your daily routine. If it's not happening each and every day, you're going to find yourself in a position where you're going to not lose hope, but you're going to lose confidence in how far you've come. Now, God forbid you're an individual who's really struggling within their blended family, their journey. It's just not going well. Too many obstacles, too many lows as opposed to the highs. You find yourself battling and defending each and everything you say or do. And if you're also on top of that, not working on bettering your mind and thinking different and working on communicating with your partner and understanding how the kids function, it will not only be an uphill battle, but it'll be an uphill battle with 300 pounds on your back, full of worry, doubt, fear, guilt, anxiety. And you'll be wearing shoes that are not fit for the climb. And what I mean by that is you have to prepare yourself for this journey. You have to prepare yourself for this climb as a step parent. You just do. And preparing yourself means that you have to be doing something, guys, each day to make yourself better. It has to be something. I tell my son this all the time. My son's reading a book by Tim Grover, and it's called, it's the book that he wrote about Kobe and about Michael and about D-Wade. It's a basketball leadership book. And I told him to commit not only to an end date, but commit to the consistency of reading that book each day. I don't care how many pages you read, son. You can read 3, you can read 10. It depends. It's going to depend. Your mood will strike you different each time you step up to the plate. But everything that you do as a step parent gets easier when you are consistent with your ability to continue to educate yourself each day, to learn each day, to listen each day. So when I go on these sites, or when I talk to my wife or the kids, or I'm talking to other stepdads, or I'm having people connect with me now, because now, the website's getting ready to relaunch, where I'm going to be offering something where it's called a wake-up call, where you can schedule an hour phone call with me for 30 minutes. I'm going to let you talk, and then I'm going to let you have it. And I'm going to let you have it in the most honest possible way I can that will help you progressively move forward. And the reason I'm doing these wake-up calls is because I believe that we all need an accountability partner. And I feel like that's the best thing I have to offer any step parent, anybody really, is just wake-up call. It's the ability to not only listen to what you have going on, but to see through your bullshit, the bullshit that you can't see yourself, because you've told yourself the bullshit so often and so much that it's become truth to you. And my job is to kind of rattle your cage and to get you right back on the right track. And I thought about doing this for a long time, but I'm going full speed ahead with this now, mainly because of the emails I get, for the messages I receive, for the things that I read online, for the shows that I hear. There is far more complaining and far more poor me's and the boo-hoos and the pity parties than there are step parents out there who are praising the process, praising the steps that you've taken in order to find success, praising the moments and the times where you make a breakthrough with one of the kids, because it's a special moment. You and I all know that. It's a special moment when you have a breakthrough with one of the kids, when they finally listen, they finally accept you, you finally feel like your words are valued. But it can't all just happen. This doesn't just come out of thin air. It's the consistency and the commitment to yourself to be doing something each and every day. Like, so for me, I have my boards on, behind the camera in the studio here. And my podcast commitments is I have to be recording something every day. And they don't need to be super long episodes, but it needs to be something every day, because every day I'm dealing with something new. And now the best thing that I can do for you is to share what I'm going through, and to share what I'm receiving as far as other step parents go, and to let you know that you're not alone, and this is fucking hard, and it does suck at times, and you'll fail more than you succeed. There's so many things that I can share and I can teach you each and every day, and that does not specifically tie to a message or a title value. And mine for myself is be more consistent about putting out episodes. This is all about how can I help at least one person? And that's how you have to see this. You have to see this as, I have to learn to become better for not only myself, but for my family. But it has to be for me first. You have to make the commitment to do it for yourself first. You can't go get help, go seek a counselor, go read a book, go listen to a video, attend a seminar, go to a workshop for someone else. It can't be for others. You have to do it for you. You have to make the commitment to yourself first. I mean, my wife and I, when we do our 2023 goals, at the very bottom, I have we call it an X mark, right? We sign our names, and I'm committing to these things. Does that mean I'm going to accomplish these things? No, that's not what that means. It means I'm going to commit to doing them no matter what. And what happens along the way is where the growth comes from. It's where the excitement is found. But enough of the disconnect and the complaining, yes, I get it. The bitching, moaning, and crying, the pity parties, it's going to happen to all of us. But come on. If you haven't made your peace with patience yet, if you don't know that this process takes time, if you don't know by now that saying you're going to do something and then committing to this thing each and every single solitary day to make yourself better, stronger, faster, wiser, if you don't do that, if you don't commit to the thing won't happen. The thing won't play out. The thing won't unfold the way you need it to, because you're forcing the issues. You're forcing yourself, you're forcing the kids, you're forcing your partner. When I say forcing, I mean like you're forcing things to happen. You can't force acceptance and love and value and appreciation. It has to come with time. It's something that happens quietly, unknowingly, in the subconscious of the individuals who you're trying to better for, who you're working to be better for. And it happens quietly. And when it does happen and the switch happens, it'll be very unassuming. You might not even notice it. But if you're in tune with yourself and you're doing the work every day and you understand how long it's going to take, when it does happen, you'll be aware of it. Awareness is so big. So that is my commitment to you guys. My commitment is to record every day of the week. I'm going to put out an episode 5. So every day of the week, meaning like the work week, Monday through Friday, I'm going to record an episode no matter what. And this is my commitment to myself. And I'm, to let you guys know that people that have podcasts or write books or run coaching programs, sometimes you look at them from the outside in, you can be like, man, they really have their shit together. Well, let me be the one to tell you that no, we don't. No one has all their shit together. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody slips up. Everybody procrastinates. Everybody puts things off for fear of failure or that nobody's going to like it. You hope, though, that you get to a point kind of like where I was last night where fucking, come on, man. Practice what you preach. Commit to the consistency of putting out information and just talking and just sharing the stories that you hear and sharing the things that you go through each day. And I want to ask that from you too. Commit to the process. Commit to yourself that you're going to be patient. Commit to yourself that it's going to take time, but be committed each and every day. And you'll find that it will contribute to your success as a step parent. All right, guys, be well. Hey, thanks for listening to the show. Listen, if you know a stepdad who is in need of any of this information, do me a favor right now. Hit that subscribe button and share this episode with them as fast as possible. Did you do it? You did it.
Quiet on the set, please. Thank you, everybody.